Do you also want to have a mountain of red velvet brownies in front of you? Keep watching. Hi, I'm Jules from Bonni Bakery, and today I'm going to show you how to make my red velvet brownies. I spent ages testing and retesting this recipe to make sure that they're a perfect mix of fudgy brownies and red velvet cake. These are gorgeous, gooey and soft on the inside with a homemade cream cheese frosting on top. So for the ingredients we have unsalted butter, superfine white sugar, light brown sugar, vegetable oil, flour, eggs, salt, vanilla, vinegar, cocoa powder, cornstarch, and of course some red velvet colouring. Make sure that you're using a gel food colouring because the liquid ones that you get in the grocery store just aren't going to be strong enough to colour your batter. Alright, let's make them. Start by lining a 9-inch square pan with parchment paper and preheat your oven to 335 Fahrenheit or 170 Celsius. Pour the white and light brown sugar into a large mixing bowl, then add the melted butter and whisk everything together until combined. Add the eggs and the egg yolk along with the vanilla and mix everything together. Be careful not to over whisk because we're not trying to add any air into the mixture here as it'll make the brownies too cakey. Add the vegetable oil and the cocoa powder to the brownie batter and whisk together gently until combined. Take a few tablespoons of the brownie batter and put it in a small bowl along with the gel food colouring. Mix everything together until the food colouring is completely incorporated. This is just to make sure that there's no big lumps of colouring in your brownies. Pour everything back into the batter and mix all together. Switch from a whisk to a rubber spatula or wooden spoon and fold in the dry ingredients, including the flour, cornstarch and salt. Once there are no more lumps of flour, add the vinegar and mix it in well. Pour your brownie batter into your prepared cake pan and bake for 20 to 25 minutes or until a skewer comes out with moist crumbs. Alright, the brownies are baked and they have been cooling in the pan for about an hour. So I'm just going to take this baking paper that we put in there and lift them out, pop them on a cooling rack. And while we're waiting for that to cool, we can get on with making our cream cheese frosting. The ingredients for the cream cheese frosting are really simple. We've got butter, cream cheese, powdered sugar and vanilla. Make sure your butter and cream cheese are both at room temperature and then beat them together until they're smooth and combined. Add the powdered sugar, not as dramatically as I did, or you will end up with icing sugar everywhere. Mix it in slowly until the dust cloud settles. Then you want to beat it at a really high speed. I like to use my stand mixer for this just because it's easier on my hands. Add the vanilla and beat for another few seconds. It should be thick and fluffy. Spread the cream cheese frosting over the red velvet brownies before you slice them. You can slice them into 16 or 9 squares. So that is how you make my red velvet brownies. Time to give them a taste. They're so fudgy. And cream cheese frosting just really finishes it off. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to be making a lot more recipes now we're settled in our new kitchen, so if you'd like to follow along, make sure you subscribe to get the next one. Thank you so much and happy baking!